So let me talk about the next question. And again, there was a story wrapped around the question. But at the end of the day, the question was, when will I ever trust my this is again, unfaithful husband with a betrayed wife. And she is asking, when will I ever trust my husband again? So we have to talk about trust. Trust in the betrayal world, we have it backwards. It is so misaligned, it's not even funny. And I'm going to tell you a little story. So one of the first things I did when I finally, after that almost 3 years of betrayal depression, it's what I call it, those trickle truth years from my husband. Once I finally woke up one day, and I didn't wake up. I got off the floor. I was in the bathroom floor. I was in a fetal position, and I was screaming to God, just take this pain away. And it was at that moment that I realized that I had to change something. I ended up in such a desperate state of mind. I felt like I was running out of options. And I literally was just screaming, take this pain away. And it was in that moment that I realized I had to change something. I couldn't stay in that state that I was in. I couldn't stay stuck in this land of, is this all? Is there more? I was stuck in detective mode. I was begging my husband, crying, screaming, yelling, all of it. Nothing worked. So one of the very first things I did after I kind of woke up and had my epiphany, I was Googling how to heal. See, before I was Googling, why did my husband cheat on me? Why do people have affairs? I was stuck in the story. When I woke up, I started Googling how to heal. How do you build confidence again? How do you build self-esteem? How can I get rid of this fear that I have, right? So I started Googling all kinds of different things. And of course, you know the drill. Once you start Googling one thing, all of your ads and everything starts relating to that one topic. And one of the very first things that I ended up doing, I saw this trust challenge. It was like and I don't remember now, it was like 5 days or 2 weeks or something like that. But it was a challenge for betrayed partners to learn how to trust again. And I thought, okay, this is for me. This is what I need, right? And it wasn't cheap. I think it was just under like $1,000 or something to like take this class to try to learn how to trust again. Very early on did I realize this is not for me. None of this even makes any sense to me. But I didn't understand why. After I really got to the other side of my journey, and when I really started diving into neuroscience and understanding the brain and the body connection, then it made sense why that never made sense to me. And I did not, I think I finished the course, but I think there was an exam or something that I never did. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but wasted probably $1,000 on that. Trust is all screwed up in the betrayal world. That challenge was so wrong on so many levels. Trust on the other side of betrayal, as a couple is doing their individual work to heal, trust is an individual thing first. So let me tell you what this looks like, and then you're going to see very clearly why we have trust backwards, out of order in the betrayal world. You see, trust begins in here. I had to learn how to trust me. My husband had to learn how to trust himself. That's the first step. Trust is individual first. And when I'm talking about trust, I'm talking about living an honest life. Because if I'm living an honest life, then I trust myself. My gut instinct is turned on. I can spot a red flag a mile away. But when I'm living my life through fears and limiting beliefs and little white lies and suppressing emotions and not living my true self, I'm not going to be healthy. I'm not going to be trustworthy within myself. So I have this kind of catchphrase, trust begins at home, but I don't mean the four walls of a house. I mean within yourself. So I had to learn how to start living an honest life, a true life, not walking on eggshells, not suppressing my pain, finding my supportive group with or without my husband. I had to do all of that for me. Now, simultaneously, my husband, who was doing his work individually, he had to learn how to trust himself. Same rules apply. He had to learn how to live an authentic life. He had to learn how to be honest with himself first. That's where trust begins. Now, let me continue. What happens next? Once I trust myself, my husband trusts himself, then my husband had to learn how to trust me. He had to learn how to trust me. Then and only then would I begin, and I say that purposefully, to trust him. That's the true order of trust after betrayal. It's not that, see, that class that I took jumped right into having accountability software, making sure my husband checked in with me, sent me pictures every time he left the house. It was all this external false sense of security. Okay, so my husband says he's going to the gym and he takes a picture of himself at the gym. Great. How do I know he's not texting somebody? Right? So it's a false sense of security.